for inviting me to it tonight. And thank you, Nia, for organizing this event. I'll read the fifth version of a poem that I first wrote in Catalan, and I keep improving every time I translate into English and into Catalan several times. And this is the fifth one. It's called Block. It all happens on the fourth floor. On a starry night, ice cubes crack in my glass. Between light room and shadow corridor, a moth stands by the door. We cannot argue it all. Stop thinking in lines. What shadow angle moves away from incisive light? Change your measurement or the horizon of your screensaver. Looking in and out, I'm tired of given lines we nod with fear. Between light and shadow, a moth, your answer is to fill in a question of conversation. At a time buildings age fast, we are grounded, I sniff asphalt. Asphalt is in my brains, on my hands, on my eyes looking up, and atmospheres blister. Our talking is silence in space. Tonight is not drizzling, we know it, it will soon change, though it be self-inflicted joy to go out a deception. Much better to stay in with words, kill that moth and feel remorse. Asphalt attracts all that weight, my feet feels gravity's dullness, arching our bones dishonestly. Could we desire something else? What is said is what we lack. We cannot argue it all. Objects move away from action. Sad curtains draw away from words. You wanted to talk. Talk. So pure the thing as the found word. So here, in this moment, who wouldn't believe it? The table is ready full of absences. So here, in this moment, talk. A helicopter surrounds the block. A car is parked at the gate. It all happens on the fourth floor. Music wheels down the stairs from the fourth floor, altering the propeller of real history. My fridge engine grumbles, altering the propeller of real history. When they leave, my ice cubes crack. Between light corridor and shadow room, your question, and between them, my answer. The day passes and this thinness, much better to share it with words. When the propeller moves away, asphalt reunites dust and all that waits. News reveal past to past. When music turns down, it all starts for us. But we are used to it here in London. On a starry night, remorsing of our moth remains a track. Forward, sorry. And this is some poems that I've been writing lately from a collection called Room. Yeah. 1. Emotional exposure to empty space. Where we really got to know each other, following blue tack traces of old posters on walls once covered. Listing is not important. With the broken white guild removed without repaying, that is. And then the denial of beginnings and pure identities. Where we really perceived our plum, faces made up of talcum powder. In lightness, that space with onerous objects mattered, solely before names. And after, and anything else? Yes, all which could have happened. Conversations of possibles, a tabula. 4. Concrete illusions. Affected is what we should be avoiding in this room where two mouths are living out of time. 6 serious Richters on forgotten lines. Too much has been operated. We should be living now, looking forwards cocktail allurement, some air to fun. Our fate fan and blow it into corners. No one meant to ignore our sharpness, but we were busy dusting off our lyrics. Where two mouths, some particles raise my hair. Some meaning has no double. Blow my fate into corners. We cannot reach each other. 6. It's called Open the Door and Close the Window. Learning ba ba ba, I'm a southern in the north, where south begins in the north for southerns. A northern learning ba ba, speaking barbarian like barbarisms on a Borgia table, learning to shut my unbearable mistakes of pronunciation. Shrimps are always best fresh from a range. 5. Roomless. A lip, this lip, should not fall into a mouth without swallowing something like shit my heart leaped. Shit the walls have darkened. Words are now airless shadows traveling fast to reach some abandoned crunched paper made for wrapping chocolates. I couldn't fall into your mouth without silence. 3. It's not in order. sensitive approach to unprecedented changes. Where have you been? Where the wallpaper is bent, such is the lily bent with its trumpet reaching for us. In Hawaii have you been? Your hair is lighter. Is this table full of apples? Where you have been? Inside out the fruit sitting in the core. Outside are growing branches. And I'll read from this pamphlet that was published by Oystercatcher. I'll read just a couple. The first and the last. 1. Nakedness and plain. A wheel of lines and triangles sprout from a dot. Behind all shutters, window panes, and against them light, in beads and waves. In the valley, the first chant of glory runs from and to St. Peter, signals between round aerials. That cross, from and to St. Peter. And on a silent, shells pile up on cliffs. I can hear its spells and years. And on a tabula, nakedness and plain. Have you seen the algae trap behind the net, floating amidst the overlapping waves? '15. The music box plays Copacabana in a resort in the Alps, and yeah, it is in the clicking foothold, in the lifting beats of sound, syllables that break and stand. Summer is coming, Europe is in our dreams, send me a postcard from Amsterdam, I will sweat on your lipstick. A centipede got smashed on the floor. On the tiles, a centipede got squashed. Nightmares of clarity pop up, and I can't follow the line. Lola is happy with her promotion. She waves goodbye with a white scarf. Thank you.